Hello students, I hope all are good and safe by the grace of God. Let me start the class with an quote. Believe in yourself and all that you are. Know that there is something inside you that is greater than any obstacle. I just repeat this quote again. Believe in yourself and all that you are. Know that there is something inside you that is greater than any obstacle. Students, I hope you all remember that we are doing our water chapter. So this is the 12th session in this subject. In our last video, we have discussed about solution. Water is a universal solvent, formation of solution, saturated solution. So these are all the things we have learnt in last video. In today's class, we are going to discuss a new interesting topic. Let me ask you a question. How does water get dirty? Yes, when we throw garbage into rivers, lakes and other water bodies, it will lead to dirtying the water. There are some water bodies with different types of waste materials, bad smell and decolorization. Have you ever gone through any places where you find these kinds of water with lot of waste materials and giving bad smell and decolorization? Yes, this type of dirty water is known as water pollution. So, let us first understand what is pollution. Definition for pollution: when harmful substances contaminate the environment, it is called pollution. Pollution refers to the very bad condition of environment in terms of quantity and quality. Students, you just look at this picture. Can we able to drink this water? Yes, we can't able to drink this water because it contains many harmful substances in it. So this water is polluted. The definition for polluted water is water that contains substances harmful to human beings are called polluted water. Even though there is only about 0.01% of water suitable for consumption, due to unawareness and carelessness of people, this limited amount of water is getting polluted. People throw waste materials into water bodies. This also cause water pollution. So here you can see few causes for water pollution. They are oil pollution, sewage and wastewater, marine dumping, global warming. So these are the few causes for water pollution. Students, just imagine that you are having an polluted water which contains plastics, chemicals and other harmful substances. So such kind of substance is said to be an pollutant. So pollutant means substance that cause pollution are called pollutants. Let's see the causes of water pollution in detail. The first cause is sewage and garbage. Sewage and wastewater from homes, offices are the main causes for this water pollution. Garbage are dumped into the water bodies as it is washed into the rainwater, which causes water pollution. So the first cause for water pollution is sewage and garbage. Domestic, households, industrial and agricultural practice produce wastewater that can cause pollution of many lakes and rivers. Sewage is the term used for wastewater that often contains feces, urine and laundry waste. Sewage is mainly biodegradable and most of it is broken down in the environment. The next cause for water pollution is industrial waste. There are factories where the chemicals are produced and they usually discharge waste chemicals into the water bodies. And this waste chemicals, they not only affect the human beings, they also kills the plants and living things that are present in water. So the industrial waste is the waste produced by industrial activities, which includes any material that is rendered useless during a manufacturing process, such as that of factories, industries, mills and mining operations. It has existed since the start of the Industrial Revolution. So this is industrial waste. The next cause for water pollution is agricultural waste. That is runoff from agricultural land. We all know farmers uses chemicals to grow their crops. That is, they use pesticides to protect crop from disease and harmful organisms. This pesticides contains chemicals which is very harmful for organisms. They get washed into water bodies and sweep through the soil to contaminate groundwater. And this type of chemicals are harmful for living beings, animals and also plants. Agricultural water pollution. Agricultural pollutants like pesticides, fertilizers and farm animal waste form agricultural waste pollution. The next cause for water pollution is hospital waste. That is waste from hospitals. So here throwing of waste materials into the water leads to harmful causes for human beings and also for other organisms. That is, waste containing disease causing germs and other dangerous substances that are harmful for us and also for other organisms. So till now we have seen 4 causes for water pollution. They are sewage and garbage, industrial waste, runoff from agricultural land, waste from hospitals. There are few more causes for this water pollution. They are bathing and washing in water bodies, dumping dead bodies into rivers, and bathing animals in water bodies are some other causes for water pollution. So here you can see household sewage, pesticides, livestock waste, waste from industries, factory waste. So these are the causes for water pollution. Students, till now we have seen the causes for water pollution. So now let us see the control measures taken for water pollution. The first control measure is sewage should be treated before discharge into a river or lake. So before discharging the sewage and garbage waste from homes, offices and so on, we should treat the sewage water. The next control measure is industrial waste should be treated. Here also they are saying that waste released from industries, that is chemical waste released from industries, should be treated, only then it should be discharged into water bodies. The next control measures are pesticides must be used in limited quantity. So farmers must limit their pesticides to prevent the water pollution. The next control measure is we should not throw the hospital waste into the ground or into the water bodies. We have to burn the hospital waste. The next control measure, dead bodies should not be thrown into the water bodies. Dead bodies should be buried or cremated. Cremated. The next control measure is we should not bath or wash in the water bodies, that is like lake, river, ponds. We should not bath or wash our clothes in such kind of water bodies, and also we should not defecate in the open place. So these are the few control measures for water pollution. I hope you all follow these control measures to control the water pollution. Next, we are going to see waterborne disease. If we are not controlling water pollution, then it will lead to waterborne disease. That is, the disease in the water will affect our body. How they are affected is disease that we get by drinking contaminated water or called waterborne disease. So when we drink these polluted water, we may affect by the diseases. What are the diseases will affect are typhoid, diarrhea, jaundice, cholera, malaria. So these are the few waterborne diseases. And few more diseases are dysentery, cholera, diarrhea, malaria, typhoid, etc. So here you can see few more waterborne diseases. So when we drink the contaminated water, then it leads to waterborne disease. The symptoms for waterborne disease are severe head pain, loose motion and diarrhea. So these are the important symptoms for this waterborne disease. The prevention for waterborne disease are: first, we should drink the boiled water. We should not drink the water just like that. We have to boil the water and drink. Only then the germs and viruses present in the water will be killed while we boil the water. Then we have to wash our hands before and after eating. We should avoid stagnation. We have to use the clean water for drinking. We have to cut the vegetables with clean water. We have to avoid staying in wet. And the germs that causes waterborne disease enter the water bodies with untreated sewage. They are also carried by rainwater, which washes human and animal excreta of the land. This is why waterborne diseases are most common during the rainy season. So you can able to see waterborne disease mostly in rainy season. The best way to prevent waterborne diseases to make sure that water we drink and use for cooking, washing vegetables is clean. So in today's class, we have discussed about water pollution, steps for controlling water pollution, waterborne disease, and at last we have seen symptoms and prevention for waterborne disease. I hope you all follow the rules and steps for controlling water pollution, and also you will follow the prevention measures for waterborne disease. So students, before drinking water, boil the water and drink. Similarly, don't throw the waste into the water bodies. The assignment for you in this video is: list the causes of water pollution, define pollutants, name the steps for controlling water pollution, explain waterborne disease. All must learn all these questions and you have to write. Thank you students. Meet you all in the next video.